So in this video, I'm going to explain to you and announce the new SKU Details app that we're building. To explain to you why we're building this SKU Details app and how does the SKU Details help you save time and make money on Amazon. Hello, my name is Nan Din, CEO of Seller Labs and an 8-figure seller on Amazon. If you like this video, click like and subscribe to our channels for news and insights on to how to be a better Amazon seller. So the first question I'm going to tackle is why are we building SKU Details? So SKU Details breaks down information by a particular SKU. So on Amazon, every ASIN has to have its own strategy because each one has a different sales volume, different advertising, different competition, different stocking level, and different return on investment with the amount of money you put in. So in order to keep track of sales trends, advertising trends, stocking level, profitability, it's a very complex mess if you're trying to do it on an account level. What is more manageable is if you're looking at on a SKU level to make sure that things are trending in the right direction. And so how do you know if you're trending in the right direction? How do you know your ads are working well year over year, or you're losing ad sales and ACoS is going up without you knowing it? So that's what this SKU Details allows us to do, when you go into SKU Details here, let me make this smaller, you click on the SKU and it pops up this SKU Details slider. In it you can see the sales for that particular SKU. And we're working on profitability for by month on those, sales by week, sales by month, and then the sales rank as well. Also, you can see on the top the units sold, profitability over time, and also the return rate. So if you have a high return rate, you wanted to investigate why it's having a high return rate and what the margins are. In the advertising, you can see ad sales, ad spend, ACoS, tacos, impressions, clicks. So some of the basics for advertising, but graphing over year. And then the other thing that we're doing is adding this inventory movement, and you can see the amount of inventory you have and where it is in the current status, but also look back historically how much inventory you've had over time, by day and by week and by month. So that way you can see if you're staying in stock or not, or if you're getting too low, and investigate why. So that's what SKU Details allows you to do. And also some of these tabs, you can look the fees to make sure all the fees, and then the feedback for that particular SKU, and see a summary of it by the AI summary here. And you can even look into transactions to see a particular order, how much money came in and go out and things like that. You can search by that order. And then this about sliders just explains what this slider is about. So then the second question we're going to answer is how does SKU Details help you save time and make more money on Amazon? So for example, this SKU, at a glance, you can see the sales and profit and see how it's trending by week and by month. And the sales here, as you can see, it's very seasonal. So during the winter of November, December, the sales tend to trend down, and then the summer, because these are lawnmower wheels. And so in the summer, you sell more of them. And so that's at a glance, it allows you to see those seasonal patterns pretty quickly. And you can click to see that sales was the dollar amount, and then this is units sold. And you can see a similar pattern there. And then you can compare the sales that you have with the historical inventory level. So as you can see, some of these dips in inventory level, where it basically went to zero, we didn't have enough in stock. That was the problem. And you can click on the sales and see the corresponding sales dip during those weeks because we were out of stock. The other thing interesting, so that's probably not news to you, but the other thing we found interesting is some of these dips here that when it goes to zero and then it comes back in stock, Amazon makes them available even though they're in transit to the Amazon warehouse, so the customer can buy it. The problem is they will have this pop-up that says it's not available for several days or a week. So the conversion rate is lower, and as you can see, some of these June 3rd conversion rate, we'll click on the advertising, and you'll see that the ACoS was around 5% here, and then we ran out of stock, so they went to zero. But then when it came back in stock, the ACoS jumped up to over 10%. This is almost 12% here. and then as it came back into stock, it became more normalized. But that spike in tacos here was due to the being out of stock and then coming back in stock. So some of those patterns that we see, it doesn't always happen when things go out of stock, but things come in trickling slowly. That we do see that happening. And so some of those patterns are the ones we've seen. If you see other patterns, please let us know. By looking at the data, we would love to learn more about other patterns that you see as you compare the sales to the costs, the impressions, clicks, and all that over time versus your inventory. So how does it save you time and money? Well, by graphing it year over year, you can see the seasonal patterns, and you can see the units sold. So if you want to stock, like you're in here, if you want to stock 2 months worth, it would be 400 units. But if you're here, if you want to stock 2 months worth, it's 1,200 units. Well, if you just wait till like before to send it in, it's going to stock out, just like happened here. But if you know the seasonality and historically, you can go ahead and send 1,200 units in already. So that's what we have used it for, and it's been very helpful to us, is to predict the seasonal patterns based on historical trends, rather than just looking at the past 30 days worth of sales. And also graphing it year over year, you can get to this underlying story faster and see where the competition jumps on, or they lower the price. Like you can see these data points and see the patterns faster, so see if things are out of whack or they're not to your expectations. So that's the basic summary of what the SKU details does, and it presents a lot of information here. So I hope that you find it helpful, just like we use it, these information all the time to run our 8-figure Amazon business. So again, this is still a work in progress. If you have any ideas on how to improve this or other things, go ahead and click the give feedback, and then give the feedback to our developers so we can improve the SKU details app. I hope this helps you sell more units and make more money on Amazon. All right, until next time.